They stopped texting, you stopped sleeping. Because abandonment doesn't just ache, it echoes. Maybe it wasn't personal, but it felt like a punch. The silence, the shift, the slow fade. Hi, my name is Matush, and this is Love Leaders. No more chasing. It is time to choose yourself. It felt like being left on a train platform with no goodbye. They didn't slam the door, they just drifted. Slow replies, fewer plans until it became a ghost town. And even though they never said, "This is your fault," that's exactly what your nervous system heard, right? Because when love disappears, silence becomes a scream. Let's name what this really is. This isn't about them. It's about the story you started telling yourself the second they left. I must have done something wrong. Maybe I was too much again. If I had just said less, asked for less, being less. Abandonment doesn't just hurt, it disorients. Because you weren't left by someone, you were left with your own mind, replaying the moment like a crime scene, searching for the clue, the cause, the thing you can fix. But here is the most brutal truth no one tells you. People don't leave you, they leave situations they feel unequipped to handle. They leave discomfort, they leave misalignment, they leave their own limitations. And yes, sometimes that looks like walking away from you, but it was never about your worth. It was always about their capacity. You didn't get rejected, you got rerouted. Because here is what your fear won't tell you. Rejection and redirection feel the same at first, but they lead to a very different lives. Rejection says you weren't enough. Redirection says there is more than this. Keep going. And your body can't tell the difference in the moment, right? Because your nervous system is wired for survival, not truth. That ache in your chest, that's not failure, that's your system begging for a new story. Because you weren't abandoned, you were being guided. If this cracked something open, feel free to subscribe to my channel and please share it with someone who might benefit from the message of this video, because it might provide them with this shift of the frame. What if you stopped asking, "Why did they leave me?" and started asking, "What were they running from in themselves?" Because most people don't leave love. They leave the mirror love holds up. Your clarity confronting. Your standards stretching. Your heart too honest for someone still hiding from their own. So they retreat. Not because you were too much, but because you were too real for the version of them they hadn't grown into yet. And yes, it hurts, but it's not a problem to solve. It's actually a portal. Because when they leave, you might think there's something wrong with me, right? But here is how you can reframe it. They didn't leave me, they walked toward what they needed. That wasn't an attack, it was alignment. And once you see it that way, you can stop chasing closure and start cultivating clarity deep within. Because true leadership in love begins when you ask, what if I wasn't left behind? What if I was being led forward? And if you are done interpreting silence as failure and ready to lead from inner clarity, Love Leaders is your next chapter. The link is in the description of this video. Now let me leave you with this. Your brain is brilliant, but it's also biased. If you believe you are always abandoned, you will collect proof. Silence becomes attacks. Misunderstandings become verdicts. But what if you train your mind to look for support, not sabotage? What if every time someone left, you didn't say, "What is wrong with me?" but instead you said, "What truth did that reveal?" How would that feel? Because here is what's actually happening. You're not being abandoned, you're being refined. Every departure that hurt, it stripped away the parts of you that were still negotiating for crumbs. Every no made space for the yes your nervous system still doesn't believe it deserves, but your soul already knows it is coming. You were not left behind, you were led beyond. And that old story, the one where you keep getting abandoned, well, that's not true anymore, is it? Because you are not the teenager waiting at the train station anymore. You are an adult building the trucks. Not for them, but for you. For the version of you who doesn't wait to be chosen. You choose yourself. Oh, and one more thing. You don't need to fix your abandonment wound. You need to remember you were never actually left. You were always meant for more. And now a question for you. What belief are you ready to leave behind this week? Please drop it in the comments below and subscribe for more videos that help you lead from soul, not strategy. Thank you very much.